Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry for the late video, guys. I don't have power. Had to get my generator running. Had to go to the gas station to get gas. We're going to start this off in dedication to Jamie. Jamie, I hear you, bro. I'm slowing it down for you. Today, we're going to start off with Dixie on a weekly time frame because this is what we are going to be opening up to this week. This wick that we're seeing is not a sign of strength. And this wick to the bottom is not a sign of weakness. We got a doji. I would consider this like a little bit of an indecision candle. What we're expecting, or what I'm expecting, let me turn this shit off. What I'm expecting is for Dixie to actually find some support at this 103 level. There you go, there you go, dude. I wanted to find, let's go to a daily time frame. I'm sorry, everything just populated, but I'm looking for that higher level, as I'm trying to say, is I'm waiting for this consolidation to break. I want this expanding wedge to break to the upward. If it breaks to the upward, I'm looking for the target of 108 and then higher, etc. If we don't break up and we get rejected at this 21 EMA at the 10, basically 105, then I'm looking for us to find support at 103.50, and then we will get to that other level within the next 2-3 weeks. Okay, so that's that. Now let's quickly go to daily on this because I just want you guys to know that today we're gonna open, right? And this is kind of what we are expecting. I would say that I'm gonna remove this alert because everything changes every day, guys. That's the whole point of watching the daily videos. By the way, while I do this, guys, please, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications. If you're interested in our trading group, please feel free to join us at the Discord server. The link to the Discord server is in the description of this YouTube video below. If you haven't already, like I said, please like, subscribe, press the bell button, leave me a comment. Let that algorithm of YouTube help promote. All right, back to the YouTube video. Dixie wise, I'm looking for the support at 103.50. I don't want it to break into this triangle anymore. If it does, I don't want it to go under 103. After that, it's like risky. I mean, I'm still waiting for 102, but like the goal is I don't want it to consolidate down. I don't want it to consolidate like this. It's just longer pain for everyone, and that's what the market is designed to do. It is supposed to do this. Okay, that's the goal of the market, is to bore and frustrate you. I'm gonna remove this inverse head and shoulder because target is hit. Now what I want to see is if this doesn't turn into a distribution situation where it goes like this, comes here, like it'll open up and then it breaks down and then it actually comes into this little formation later. Let me move that. Just because you can't just expect things to move this quickly, and there's a lot of things happening in the political background that you got to remove your emotion out of it. There's a lot of things going on in the background that people are not aware of with the bond rates. Dixie is a great indicator, but I would definitely look at TLT. You need to start looking at the yields. Stuff is going on. So this coincides with my theory with Dixie and crypto and all that. But now let's go and look at, trying not to make this too long for you, Jamie, because I know you hate these 20-minute videos. Here's Bitcoin. Let's start off with the weekly. Oh, here you go. This is the thing that I want you guys to be aware of. So I'm making this video late. It's like 11 my time right now. Bitcoin, CME, close at 24.8. We're there right now. ETH closed at 17.15. So there's no like scalp arbitrage available this weekend. We're opening up basically right where we're closed, and that's the best thing because now you can expect continuation. That's why I went to the weekly. And then we're not even gonna look at perps today. So fuck perps. We're gonna only look at CME. If you guys want to know what I think for perps, feel free to go on yesterday's video and you will see what my conclusion is with perps. And I'm sorry that my internet's dragging. It's because we're on my hotspot. Yeah, my internet's not up. So we're on my hotspot. Let's turn all this off. So basically, what I'm looking at right now is we're at our resistance at 25,390 on CME. Okay, basically to this week, that last week volume was good. It is not a bearish. This is not slowing down. This, in my opinion, was the I mean, in my opinion, okay, in my opinion, after this drop, this was wave one. Okay, you got your wave one, you got your wave two. Here's your wave three. Here's your wave four. Now it's time for five. So five has got to be bigger than this amplitude here. So you can now, let's just see, at 24.8 and it's at 25.4 ish. I just want to be able to draw on a chart, and I'm not going to draw on that CME chart because there's stuff there that is for members. I will draw on this chart. I made this chart just so that we can draw on it. Let me just make sure it's the right one. Yes. Okay. So let's show all the drawings on this chart. Okay. So what I'm looking for is this next level of resistance to come. Either it's going to be this 26 like, you know, 500 area, or the EMA over here at 28. More than likely this extension will find some resistance, but we're probably going to get to that target because I'm looking left when I show you these parallel lines, and then I have a fib from the original low. I have my golden pocket why I was looking for this 14,000 area for that long. That's why there's two double greens here. And this was the area I wanted to scoop if we weren't going to get in this lower area. And I had my fib targets and everything. So just showing you guys like why I still have that stuff is because I still think that it's pretty possible that we're going to get there. I don't want you guys to think that the moon is here, because from here, and this is why I wanted to draw with you guys. And I'm sorry, Jamie, we're going to take a little bit of time doing this. This is where I expected a lot of shorts to load. I expect a pullback. I expect to pull back all the way back to 20,000-ish, and then from here, we can launch. Because unless we test 22.5 or this level over here, I expect this new weekly candle to just shoot up. But if we see a pullback, which is very possible, right? We can see a little bit of pullback. I'm looking for 22.5 and about 20,900 to be where the pullback will be to. And then I'm gonna be taking a long scalp there because this is where I already took my short. So I have no reason to take a long here. I have another ladder higher for my short. But I just want you guys to see this on a weekly level so you guys understand why and what's going on. And then as you see these blue horizontal lines, this is my fib time pull. So, I mean, if you want to pull your fib like mine, you can understand that this is how I pull my fib time. And every time these lines do something, you know, so use it for what it is. Last one was, I think this is showing you that this was going to dump, this was a dump, this was a dump, this one was a pump. Uh, that means until here, I'm not expecting anything other than this to continue. So just be aware of that. Like this is telling you downside, 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 and now reversion on support-ish. I wish I got my freaking 8,000-ish, but that's fine. This is a higher low, and that's good for upside continuation. And right now on a weekly level, if you remove all my doodles, we're at the 200 EMA, but this is showing you that the buys are real. And like right now, FOMO, retail FOMO, 95% is retail, right? Well, they all have money combined, and when FOMO is there, the market gets erratic. And the people who accumulated here are hoping for the FOMO to get erratic. That's why they accumulated here. They want that one markup. So like literally like 1, 2, 3 on a weekly. We're 3 on a weekly, maybe 5 on a daily. So Elliott wave wise, whatever your time frame wise, you're trading. I'm just making these assumptions. I'm like, unless you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is 5. You know, like I don't know how you want to count where you're counting from one, but it's either a three or five. And if this was a three and this is a five, then we should get a double of this. And that's why we got to this fucking point. Ha ha ha. The measured move. That was the whole point of everything I was getting at. So see, Jamie, this is why I don't like getting too slow. Because now you guys got to deal with me being goofy. I'm not that serious. Okay. So the measured move is what we were looking for. I did it from there to there. And what we look for that is this continuation here. If this is where the pivot is, we are looking for this to come to like around 30,000 before you should look for a real pullback. So these levels that are here that I'm trying to short at, I'm not suggesting you guys do that kind of stuff. I would say forget the fib pull since it's like almost parabolic scenario like this. You know, we're almost setting up parabolic scenario like this because this is what we just did right here. You know, this is what this was, and this is what we're doing right here. This move right here. If it's one of these, well, you still got like 3 weeks of upside, right? So maybe you got one or two consolidation like this after a distribution is being made, but I think you could still tag into the 100 EMA. So just look at this 27,800 level on Bitcoin, and on local time frame, if you're like in a trade right now, I don't know, like you should be considering that volume right now was going up, but it literally died down. And then we're at a bunch of bearish divergences because there's no volume. But a little bit of volume can make the market float up because there's no real traders there right now due to the fact that it's a closed market. And then Monday is supposed to be closed as well. So you need to basically um, understand that during this low environment, it can float up really hard and hurt shorts. Because a lot of people probably shorted into the weekend. So just be aware that the market is setting up for something locally. And locally, since we were going sideways so long, if it wants to poke up, it can poke up, take that liquidity, but then it can flush right back down. So you got to be real careful right now because this is just setting up people to get wrecked because it's been going sideways for a very long time. Just be aware of that we're almost overbought, and then it's very advantageous in a low volume environment for someone to just cause a candle to basically, steal liquidity from the over leveraged longs because 99%, 90% of retail long, they don't short. So that's big. Sorry about that, guys. Let's go to Ethereum, and then we're going to get out of the draw mode. I don't know, someone's outside my door. Crazy shit. Sorry about that, guys. Back to ETH. So what we did was we came into resistance, pulled back. Okay, the pullback on oscillators was a cool off, so you could run it up again. So we're not overbought. So I would assume that we same thing in Bitcoin. I'm looking for those higher targets to hit because we just got a little bit of pullback because people front ran the shorts. So the bots are looking for those, algorithmic numbers like 1785 and 1858. And then once this level gets covered, which you guys assume this should get broken because you've got your golden cross on a daily. We're waiting for it on weekly. Okay, so now let's go to weekly real quick. And then I should have just showed you CME. CME wise, you can see we have room to the upside. I mean, not CME wise, but weekly wise, we have room to the upside. And our target would be around 1846. Okay. That would be like no trouble for it at all. It would be opening and closing above it that the shorts would have to worry. But to test the shorts, that makes sense because here's your last high. I mean, to break that high would just be common sense because we already made higher lows. Why can't you make a higher high to show upward continuation? That's, technically what's supposed to be happening. So let me go now real quick to CME. The numbers are a little bit different, and I don't like showing you guys perpetual of like an exchange like Bybit or whatever, because I kind of have a bias for Bybit, and this is CME, so this removes my bias. So whatever CME says is what I would go off of. And you see CME is looking for the next weekly extension at like 2300. So do not get like shocked that you see how bullish it is right now on a weekly time frame, because this is why I was saying parabolic, parabolic, parabolic. Fast move down means fast move up, and we've been going down for a very, very, very long time, and we've been going sideways for a very long time. When we start going up, it's going to continually destroy shorts if you don't know how to scalp. You know, if you're scalping high leverage like me and you don't know how to do it, don't do it. Don't do it. I've lost lots of money. I don't want you to lose money. Lower your leverage and understand where you want to short. You're not shorting anything other than 1780. And then after 1780, you're going to have a stop loss like $10, $20 above, because why would you eat a larger loss than that? And then if it reverses, that's fine. But then next time you can short 2318 and then have a larger one, because the probability of this being the pivot to the test of support to 17, basically I'm expecting it to go to 2300 and then pull back to 1800 and then come back and consolidate and then break out. That's what I'm expecting. And then let's go draw it out. So it's like your patience is a virtue in trading, and that's why I scalp on high leverage, but I'm doing it on lower time frames, and I'm usually hedged. So it's not like I'm ever really taking a loss. It's just like, where am I adding my next like position to pivot out? Because you could add endlessly if you don't add like your entire amount right away. If you stagger your buys in time as well as amounts, the time aspect is probably the most important thing in crypto. uh time, time, time. All right. On a weekly on a weekly, here's my what I'm looking for. Oh, shoot. I turned on a lot of stuff that I don't want to turn on, guys. Ugh. Sorry. Give me a second. Okay, so we're back. I've decided to just leave it because it's like you already saw it, and I'm not going to edit this video out. So I was looking for lower levels on ETH, as you can see, marked by my chart. I'm looking for this consolidation in this rising ascending channel, but I was always looking for a reversal. So I have this 1748 from a fib pull, and other than that 1748 level, which is also confluence with the EMA at 1770. So between 1750 and 1770, I'm expecting some resistance, basically. It's also the top of the channel. It just makes logical sense. Between like 1850 to 1760, like right in this little area, we might get a little bit of a pullback, test the golden pocket around like 1650, and then we'll get that breakout to like 2000, 2200. I on a large, so the way that I do my fibs, when you look at my chart, the larger the lines and the thicker the lines, the more important and significant they are. And I'm sorry I'm showing you this on a weekly. The goal was for me to show you that ideally the goal on a larger time frame is for Bitcoin and ETH to get to 3,000 to 3,400. That's my ultimate area where I would like to short this on a larger time frame. On a shorter time frame, I would short it at 2,000 to 2,200, and then even on the local, I'm shorting 1,750 and around there. So I'm already short ETH. So let me just be clear with that. I'm already short ETH, and 1725 was what I was looking for originally, but I did it new polls and stuff. So this is just for us to follow along. So that way, as you watch these daily videos, you can see how I come to my analysis, and then we can debate and discuss moving forward. I'm gonna delete this one. I'm gonna just in the way. Whatever. Here. So I'm gonna try to keep it as clean as possible, and then moving forward, I'll be holding these drawings so that way we can always follow up and see why I keep my fibs as well as the EMAs and use those as confluence. And what I was doing here when I did this chart is I'm saying that I'm expecting a pullback from here all the way back to 1280-ish for my long. I don't want to take a long other than here. I'm only looking for shorts until there. If I'm taking a long scalp locally, I'll do it at around 1600, 1680, or well, 1650 to 1690 because of the 200 EMA, because that is now support, and it's eventually going to cross and make that golden cross. And the point where it makes a golden cross is like the best entry, basically. So if it comes back into this level, I want a long. I'm going to probably start longing. I already have a long, first of all, but I will get larger into my long if we have the opportunity around 1640 to 1595, and then definitely 1480 to 1200, whatever. So it's like this. I already know this is happening, and this is why like I trade the way I trade. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Like, don't be playing with Moon and Doom top. Trade your range. Once your levels break, then you can add to your straddle in one direction or the other accordingly. And that is all I got for you guys. I'm sorry the video was so long. I hope this helped you guys out. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like, subscribe. Please leave a like, a subscribe, press the bell button for notifications. Recommend me to friends and family. We're looking for upside. You know, I'm not looking for downside with the RSI like this. You just tested midpoint. Everything's looking for up on a weekly continuation. So after we break this 1750, 1725 level, and we get a 4-hour open and close, just look for that extension that I'm giving you right here. And then if you guys have questions, rewatch the video and you'll see everything you need. Thank you so much, guys. Be safe. Talk to you soon.